Hello and welcome to a short video review of the Focal Sib Evo Dolby Atmos speaker package. You can read the full in-depth review via the link in the description or by clicking the card at the top right of the video. Okay, so the Focal Sib Evo Dolby Atmos speaker package is exactly what it says in the title. It's a 5.1.2 Dolby Atmos speaker package, although I should stress this would also work with DTS-X. So what do you get in the package? Well, first of all, you get two of these. This is the Focal Sib Evo Dolby Atmos speaker, and it's called that because it has built into the top an upward firing Dolby Atmos driver. So basically this is the front left and front right speaker of your system, and there's a woofer and a tweeter on the front. It's very well made, nice solid cabinet, attractive design, and I really like it actually. I think it's a nice speaker, and yeah, you put it either side of your TV, and then you have the front left and right, and also you have the front left and right overhead channels. Now this works by basically firing sound upwards, bouncing it off the ceiling, and then down towards the viewer or the listener. Now I should stress that this is a fairly acute angle actually, so in fact the best position to sit is about 2 to 3 meters from your TV. So this package isn't really designed for very large rooms, it's designed for sort of smaller rooms, average size living rooms basically, but it does work really well. Now the type of ceiling you've got is going to be important, so if you've got like a high vaulted ceiling, it's not going to work. You need a low flat reflective ceiling that the sounds can bounce off. In my lounge the ceiling's actually ideal, and I've got to say it works very well. I know it sounds, you think, is it going to work, bouncing off the ceiling? Yes, it does work, and you do really get the impression that there is a speaker channel directly above you. And I've used test discs with the helicopters flying around, that sort of stuff, and I can testify to the fact that it definitely does work. So that's your Sib Evo Dolby Atmos speaker, front, left and right. You get two of these, and then you also get three of these. This is a Sib Evo satellite speaker. This is going to be for your center channel and also for the rear surrounds, left and right surrounds. Same design as the Dolby Atmos speaker, slightly smaller, but the same drivers at the front, same woofer, same tweeter. So what that means is that you've got the same drivers around the whole 5 channels at ear level, which means you get nice smooth steering of effects and good tonal balance. That's quite important. Obviously no upward firing driver on this. This is just for the center and the rear channels. And if you look at the back, you'll see, as with a lot of Focal speakers, you have these two holes for the speaker cable. Now it's a bit of a bugbear this, but basically it depends on the kind of speaker cable you're using, but the thicker the cable, the more difficult it is to get it into the holes. But the idea is you press this button and then you shove it into the holes and then release it to lock them in place. There's also a port on the back of the satellite speaker. I should stress that on the larger one there's no port, but there are 4 holes, because obviously you've got the forward firing drivers and then the upward firing driver. So you've got 4 holes there, and the upward firing drivers are actually identified with a Dolby logo. So in terms of placement, you would put the Dolby Atmos speakers either side of the TV, front, left and right. You'd have one satellite speaker as the center speaker and then 2 as the rears, sort of just behind and to the side of the main listening position. The system does come with 2 wall brackets, so if you want to wall mount your rear channels, you can do that as well. And I've got to say, I'm surprised that more manufacturers aren't doing this. This is actually quite a good idea, the idea of having a package all in one box. So you open it up and you've got everything. You've got your 5.1.2 system. The point 1, of course, being the subwoofer. This comes with a Cub Evo sub, and it's a cracking little sub. 200 watts of digital amplification. It's very flexible in terms of placement, and it actually delivers some quite good bass effects. So I've got to say the sub is good, and like I say, all one package. You basically buy the box, you open up, and everything's there. And I think that's ideal for most people. Most people don't want to be obviously putting speakers on their ceilings, and the idea of buying a package that just does everything in one go is actually quite appealing, I think, and will definitely be popular with a lot of people thinking of maybe adding, because most AVRs these days do come with Dolby Atmos and DTS built in. So if you want to take advantage of that, you need something, and you could obviously buy just upward firing drivers that you can buy separately, maybe if you've already got a system. But if you don't have a system already, then this is the ideal solution, because you get it in and you're good to go. Now, what do you want to do if you want more? So if you've got, say, a 9 or 11 channel AVR, and you can actually run more channels. So you can run, what you can do is either buy 2 more of these, because they come in pairs, so you could buy 2 more satellites, and then you could have a 7.1.2 system, or you can buy 2 more of these, because these also come in pairs. And you could have a 7.1.4 system, because you could use these as the rear surrounds, and then you'd have 2 rear upward firing drivers as well. So worth considering if that's something that's of interest to you. Obviously the big question is, how did it sound? I've got to say, I thought it sounded superb. Really, really good speakers. As I say, nicely designed, same drivers all the way around, so you get a lovely tonal balance to the soundstage, good steering effects around the sound field. You know, they've got great detail and clarity. I think they're a really nice speaker package, and they work really well with Dolby Atmos and with DTS:X as well. So I've got a nice immersive experience when using them. As I say, they're probably not ideal for very large rooms, but for average rooms and smaller rooms, I think they're absolutely perfect. And best of all, you can get the entire package for less than £1,000, but I've got to say it's a bit of a bargain. So when I add up, you know, performance, build quality, features, and particularly price, there's no question in my mind that the Focal Sib Evo Dolby Atmos speaker package is a best buy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, then please like and subscribe. And don't forget, you can see more news, reviews, articles, and videos like this at avforums.com, Europe's largest home entertainment community. Thanks for watching.